Hello, everyone. My name is Saint Tone, and I'm honored to be with you today. Thank you for taking a few minutes to join me today. I want to speak about Myanmar, the South China Sea, and the Indo-Pacific. Why Myanmar is no longer a domestic crisis, but a global security issue. Myanmar is not an isolated crisis. One of the defining struggles of our time is not merely geopolitical competition, but a broader contest between rules-based international order and authoritarian power expansion. Nowhere is a struggle more visible than in the Indo-Pacific region, and at the heart of the Indo-Pacific lies the South China Sea. What remains insufficiently organized, however, is that Myanmar has become a critical strategic link in this global contest, not despite its internal crisis, but precisely because of it. Myanmar today is not only a human rights tragedy, it is a geopolitical fault line. Why the South China Sea matters to the world? The South China Sea is one of the most strategically vital maritime regions on Earth. Over 30% of global maritime trade passes through it. It contains vast reservoirs of oil, gas, and fisheries. It is a cornerstone of Asian and global security architecture. Control of the South China Sea is not merely about territory. It is about who sets the rules of international contact. China's approach. China asserts expansive claims based on the so-called Nine-Dash Line, a claim rejected by international law and invalidated by the 2016 arbitral ruling under UNCLOS. Yet, despite this ruling, China has militarized artificial islands, deployed naval and coast guard forces to intimidate neighbors, challenged freedom of navigation, rejected binding international legal decisions. This is not a regional dispute. This is a direct challenge to the credibility of international law itself. The Indo-Pacific strategy. What is at stake? In response, democratic nations and regional partners have advanced the Indo-Pacific strategy. Its purpose is often misunderstood. The Indo-Pacific framework is not about containing China, but about defining three fundamental principles. Number one, freedom of navigation and open sea lines. Number two, a rules-based international order. Number 3, a balance of power that prevents unilateral domination. If these principles collapse in the South China Sea, they collapse everywhere. Why Myanmar suddenly matters strategically? Myanmar may not lie within the South China Sea, but it occupies something equally important. China's strategic backdoor to the Indian Ocean. Myanmar's strategic value to China. Chaopyu deep sea port and oil gas pipelines allow China direct access to the Indian Ocean. This bypasses the Malacca Strait, China's primary strategic vulnerability. Myanmar provides an alternative corridor for energy security, trade, and potential military logistics. In strategic terms, Myanmar enables China to offset pressure in the South China Sea by opening a western maritime outlet. This makes Myanmar a critical node in China's Indo-Pacific calculus. China and Myanmar's military junta are a traditional alliance. Following the 2021 military coup, Myanmar's juntas became internationally isolated. This isolation created an opportunity, and China moved quickly. The nature of relationship. China shields the junta diplomatically at the UN. In return, the juntas offer unconditional political alignment, including food support for the One China policy. Major infrastructure, energy, and extraction projects are pushed forward without public consent. This is not partnership. It is strategic exploitation of a failed state condition. China gains leverage, assets, and influence. Myanmar's people pay the price. Myanmar as a global security test case. Myanmar is no longer simply a country in crisis. It is a test case. If military rule is normalized in Myanmar, authoritarian expansion is rewarded. If democratic resistance is abandoned, rules-based order is weakened. If Myanmar falls permanently into authoritarian dependency, Indo-Pacific security is structurally compromised. Conversely, a democratic Myanmar strengthens regional balance. A sovereign Myanmar closes strategic loopholes. A free Myanmar reinforces international law. This is why Myanmar's struggle is inseparable from global security. The cost of inaction. When the international community treats Myanmar as a complex internal issue, authoritarian powers interpret that silence as permission. What happens in Myanmar does not stay in Myanmar. It shapes maritime security, energy routes, strategic deterrence, the future credibility of international norms. Ignoring Myanmar does not preserve stability. It accelerates instability. Let us be clear. If the South China Sea falls to cohesion, the Indo-Pacific order weakens. If Myanmar falls permanently to military rule, global security is undermined. We, Myanmar's people, are not asking the world to fight their war. They are asking the war not to enable its consequences. Supporting democracy is Myanmar. Supporting democracy in Myanmar is not charity. It is strategic responsibility. The future of the Indo-Pacific and the credibility of the rule-based international order run through Myanmar. Thank you.